You are tired, and I don't mean the kind of tired that a good night's sleep can fix. You are soul tired. You are exhausted from caring too much, from over-explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you, and from trying to keep the peace in rooms where you are silently at war. But tonight, that stops. Stay with me until the very end of this video, because I am going to give you the exact blueprint to permanently detach your energy from the people draining you without saying a single word to them. Welcome to the 3 a.m. truth. So much of our lives as women is spent holding things together. We are the listeners, the fixers, the peacekeepers, and the shock absorbers for everyone else's bad moods. But right now, you don't have to hold anything together. You just have to listen and take your power back. Chapter 1. The Exhaustion of the Good Girl. Let's start with a hard truth. The reason you are so drained right now, is because you are carrying weight that does not belong to you. Think about the last time you were in a room with someone whose energy just felt heavy. Maybe it's a critical partner. Maybe it's a family member who only calls to complain. Maybe it's a friend who takes and takes, but is completely absent the second you need a shoulder to lean on. What happens to your body in those moments? You tense up. Your breathing gets shallow. You start calculating your words, walking on eggshells, trying to manage their emotions so that the environment stays calm. You shrink yourself to make room for their chaos. We do this because from a very young age, women are taught that our value is tied to how useful we are to other people. We are praised for being accommodating. We are taught that if we just love someone hard enough, if we just explain our feelings clearly enough, if we are just patient enough, eventually they will change. They will see our worth. But how is that working out for you? Look at your life right now. Look at the relationships that are causing you anxiety. Has your endless patience changed them? Has your willingness to compromise your own boundaries made them respect you more? No, it hasn't, because you cannot heal someone who does not want to be healed, and you cannot teach empathy to someone who benefits from your lack of boundaries. You have poured oceans of energy into cups that have holes in the bottom. You lose sleep analyzing text messages, replaying arguments in your head, and wondering what is wrong with you. You ask yourself, why am I so hard to love? Listen to me. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are not hard to love. You are just trying to get water from a dry well. The exhaustion you feel right now is your intuition screaming at you. It is your body telling you it cannot sustain this one-sided effort anymore. Gripping too tightly to a rope that is pulling you toward the edge of a cliff isn't love. It's self-destruction. And the only way to save yourself is to open your hands and let go. Chapter 2. The Illusion of Fixing Them. I need you to listen to me very carefully right now. One of the hardest, most brutal lessons you will ever have to learn in this lifetime is this. Over-explaining your pain to someone who does not care will only break your own heart. When we are hurt by someone we love, whether it is a partner, a parent, or a friend, our very first instinct is to communicate. We are women. We are communicators. We believe in the power of words. We think that if there is a fracture in the relationship, it must be because of a misunderstanding. We think, if I just explain how much this hurts me, if I just use the exact right words, they will finally understand. They will have a light bulb moment. They will finally apologize, and they will finally change. So what do? You know exactly what we do. We open up the Notes app on our phones at 1 o'clock in the morning. We write long, perfectly crafted, emotionally devastating paragraphs. We edit them. We read them over and over again to make sure our tone isn't too aggressive, but just firm enough to show we are hurt. We pour our entire soul into a text message. We hit send. Our heart pounds in our chest while we watch those 3 little typing bubbles pop up on the screen. And what do we get back? Defensiveness, gaslighting, a one-word answer, or worse, absolute deafening silence. And when that happens, you feel like you are losing your mind. You think, did they not read what I just wrote? Did I not explain it clearly enough? Maybe I shouldn't have used that one specific word. Maybe I came off too harsh. Stop. Stop doing this to yourself. At a certain point, you have to wake up and accept a devastating reality. They do understand you. They hear your words. They see your tears. They read your paragraphs. They just do not value your peace more than they value their own comfort. You are treating a lack of empathy as a lack of communication. You are treating a lack of respect as a misunderstanding. You are trying to decode their behavior, trying to find the hidden, subconscious reason why they treat you this way. You play therapist. You say, well, they had a hard childhood. Well, they are under a lot of stress at work. Well, they have an avoidant attachment style. I do not care what their attachment style is. I do not care how stressed they are. Your empathy is being weaponized against you. You are using your beautiful, compassionate heart to make excuses for someone who is actively choosing to disrespect you. The truth is right in front of you, painted in neon lights. People make time for what they want. People protect what they value. And people change when they are terrified of losing you. If someone is consistently treating you like an option, if someone is consistently crossing the boundaries you have communicated time and time again, it is not because they are confused. It is because they know exactly what they are doing, and they know that you will stick around anyway. When you continuously accept bare minimum effort, you are silently teaching them that your boundaries are just suggestions. You are showing them that no matter how badly they treat you on Tuesday, you will still be there trying to fix it on Wednesday. Let's talk about the builder woman syndrome. So many of us fall into this trap. We meet someone, usually a man, but sometimes a toxic friend, and we see their potential. We look at them like a fixer-upper house. We see the foundation. We see the good parts of them that flash for maybe 10% of the time, and we ignore the 90% of the time where they make us feel completely unvalued. We fall in love with a ghost. We fall in love with the person they could be, the person they should be, the person they promised to be in the first 2 months of knowing them. Stop dating potential. Stop befriending potential. Potential is an illusion. Potential does not pay the bills. Potential does not hold your hand when you are crying. Potential does not show up for you when the world falls apart. You cannot build a life, or a friendship, or a marriage with a blueprint. You have to build it with the materials that are actually in front of you today. Look at who they are right now. If they never changed, if this person stayed exactly the same for the next 10 years, acting exactly the way they act today, would you want to stay? If the answer is no, then what are you doing? Why are you sacrificing your youth, your energy, and your brilliant light to be someone else's rehabilitation center? You are a woman. You are not a rehabilitation center for emotionally unavailable people. And let's be brutally honest about the ego of fixing. Yes, I said it, the ego. Sometimes we hold on so tightly because we want to be the exception. We want to be the one woman who loved him enough to make him change his ways. We want to be the friend who was so loyal that the toxic person finally realized our worth. We think that if we can just fix them, it will validate our own worth. It will prove that we are lovable. But your worth is not defined by your ability to tolerate disrespect. Your value as a woman is not measured by how much pain you can endure in the name of loyalty. Think about the physical toll this is taking on your body. Think about your nervous system. You are living in a constant state of fight or flight. You are exhausted. Your cortisol levels are through the roof. You are waking up tired. You are losing your glow. You are distracted at work. You are neglecting your own hobbies, and you are isolating yourself from the people who actually love you. All because you are obsessing over how to fix a situation that you did not break. You are giving them the best years of your life, and they are giving you breadcrumbs. And you are taking those breadcrumbs, putting them on a silver platter, and convincing yourself it is a feast. It is time to put down the magnifying glass. Stop zooming in on their behavior. Stop trying to figure out why they left you on red. Stop trying to figure out why they lied. Stop trying to figure out why they can't just be the person you need them to be. It doesn't matter. The why does not matter. What matters is how this situation is making you feel. And right now, it is making you feel hollow. Right now, it is making you question your own sanity. Right now, it is making you look in the mirror and hate the woman looking back at you, because you know, deep in your soul, that you deserve better than this, but you are too scared to walk away. You are scared of the grief. You are scared of the empty space they will leave behind. But let me tell you a secret about that empty space. That space is where your new life begins. That space is where your peace lives. That space is where the people who actually know how to love you will finally be able to find you. You cannot invite new, beautiful, high vibrational energy into your life if your hands are completely full, carrying the dead weight of someone else's potential. You have to drop the bag. I want you to imagine a completely different version of yourself. Imagine a version of you who does not flinch when her phone rings. Imagine a version of you who does not spend her Friday nights crying over someone who is sleeping soundly. Imagine a version of you who sets a boundary, watches someone cross it, and instead of writing a paragraph, she simply packs up her energy and leaves. That woman is not a fantasy. She is inside of you right now. She is just buried under layers of guilt and trauma and the false belief that she has to be nice to be loved. Being nice is getting you nowhere. It is time to be fiercely, unapologetically protective of your own energy. If they wanted to understand you, they would. If they wanted to step up, they would. If they valued your presence in their life, they would act like it. The confusion you are feeling is the closure you are looking for. Disrespect is the closure. Inconsistency is the closure. A lack of effort is the closure. You do not need an apology to move on. You do not need them to admit they were wrong. You just need to look at the reality of the situation, accept it for exactly what it is, and make the executive decision to stop participating in your own heartbreak. Stop trying to fix them. Stop trying to save them. The only person you are responsible for saving is you. Chapter 3. What detachment actually looks like. When we hear the word detachment, our minds immediately go to the extremes. We picture a dramatic movie scene. We picture a screaming match in the driveway. We picture throwing clothes into the street, blocking someone on every single social media platform, and sending one final, explosive text message before burning the bridge to the ground. We think that detachment has to be this massive, aggressive event. But true detachment isn't loud. True detachment is profoundly, beautifully, and terrifyingly quiet. Let's get one thing completely straight right now, because so many women confuse these two concepts. Detachment is not the silent treatment. The silent treatment is a manipulation tactic. When someone gives you the silent treatment, they are withholding their communication to punish you. They are trying to make you anxious. They are trying to force you to chase them. They want you to double text. They want you to beg for their attention. The silent treatment is deeply rooted in ego, and it requires a massive amount of toxic energy to maintain. Detachment is the exact opposite. Detachment is not a weapon you use against them. It is a shield you use to protect yourself. Detachment does not mean you stop caring overnight. It does not mean you turn into a cold, heartless machine. It simply means you are making the conscious, executive decision to stop letting their behavior control your emotional state. It means stepping off the chaotic emotional roller coaster they put you on. Picture that roller coaster for a second. Think about the relationship that is draining you. When they are in a good mood, you are at the top of the track. The sun is shining, everything feels perfect, and you think, finally, they get it. But the very next day they pull away, they get cold, they get critical, and suddenly you are plummeting down the track at 90 miles an hour. Your stomach is in your throat, and you are terrified. You have spent months, maybe years, sitting in that cart, white-knuckling the safety bar, screaming for them to slow down. Detachment is the sudden, peaceful realization that you can just unbuckle the seatbelt and step off the ride. You do not have to burn the roller coaster down. You do not have to stand there and explain to the roller coaster why it hurt you. You just step off the platform and you watch it go around the track without you. So what does that look like in real life? Imagine it is a Friday night. You are sitting on your couch reading a book, feeling completely at peace, and suddenly your phone lights up. It is that text message. You know exactly the text I am talking about. It is the bait. It is a passive-aggressive comment. It is an accusation. It is a sudden cancellation of plans you were looking forward to. It is a message specifically designed to trigger your anxiety and pull you back into the chaos. Before detachment, what would you do? Your heart would start hammering against your ribs. Your palms would sweat. You would immediately open the message, and your thumbs would start flying across the screen. You would write a massive paragraph defending your character. You would try to explain logic to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. You would give them exactly what they want, your energy. But after detachment, you look at the screen and you just breathe. You don't immediately pick it up. You observe the message as if it belongs to someone else. You look at it like a scientist looking at an experiment. You say to yourself, oh, there it is. They are doing that thing again. And then you put the phone face down. You let the message sit there, unanswered, powerless. You let their toxic energy hang in the digital void, completely unable to penetrate your peace. If you absolutely must respond because it involves logistics or children, you don't respond with emotion. You respond with the most devastatingly unbothered word in the English language: okay. Nothing strips a toxic person of their power faster than the word okay. It gives them absolutely nothing to push back against. It is a brick wall. Detachment is realizing that you are not the manager of the universe. You have to adopt the let them theory. This is a complete paradigm shift for the good girl who wants to fix everything. If they want to choose a path that ruins their own life, let them. If they want to misunderstand your intentions, no matter how clearly you explain them, let them. If they want to give their time and energy to people who do not value them while ignoring you, let them. If they want to walk out the door, let them. You have spent so much time standing in the doorway, blocking the exit, begging them to stay, begging them to see your worth. Step aside. Open the door. Let them walk. When you stop trying to control how other people treat you, and you start controlling how you respond, you become untouchable. Think about the sheer amount of energy you have wasted trying to manage their perception of you. Think about the hours you have spent trying to convince someone that you are a good person, that you are a loyal friend, that you are a loving partner. If they do not see your value by now, they are choosing to be blind, and no amount of light you shine in their eyes is going to make them see. When you truly detach, you experience a physical shift in your body. The invisible cord that tethers your heart to their mood snaps. You suddenly realize that their bad mood does not have to ruin your Tuesday. Their inability to communicate does not mean you are unworthy of love. Their inconsistency is a reflection of their own broken internal world, and it has absolutely nothing to do with your value. You are no longer their battery. You are no longer the shock absorber for their trauma. You stop trying to be the hero in their story, and you finally, beautifully, step into the role of the main character in your own. Because the moment you stop begging for a seat at their broken, chaotic table is the exact moment you realize you have the power to build your own. And at your table, respect is not requested. Respect is the absolute, non-negotiable cover charge at the door. Chapter 4. The Grief of Letting Go. Listen to me. There is a massive lie that we are sold about healing and setting boundaries. The internet, the self-help books, the motivational quotes, they all make it sound like the moment you walk away from a toxic person, you are instantly going to feel this overwhelming sense of freedom. They make it sound like you will put on your favorite song, drive off into the sunset, and never look back. But I need to be brutally honest with you right now. Doing the right thing does not always feel good. Walking away from someone who is actively destroying your peace is going to hurt like hell. You make the executive decision. You step off the roller coaster. You set the boundary. You don't reply to the message. And for about an hour, you feel like an absolute warrior. You feel powerful. You feel in control. But then the night falls. The house gets quiet. Your phone stops vibrating. The distractions fade away. And suddenly, the reality of the silence hits you like a freight train. You find yourself sitting on the floor of your bedroom, completely unable to breathe, sobbing over the exact same person you just bravely walked away from. And in that moment of weakness, the doubt creeps in. The toxic voice in the back of your head starts whispering. It says, "Did I make a mistake? Was I too harsh? Maybe they were having a bad day. Maybe if I just reach out and explain it one more time. Maybe if I apologize for walking away, we can fix this." Stop. Do not touch that phone. Do not send that text. What you are experiencing right now is not regret. You have to understand the psychology of what is happening in your brain. You're experiencing a chemical withdrawal. When you are in a chaotic, inconsistent relationship, whether it is romantic, platonic, or familial, your brain gets addicted to the cycle. They treat you terribly. Your cortisol spikes. You feel anxious. You feel terrified. And then they give you a breadcrumb. They send a nice text. They give you a compliment. They apologize. And your brain gets a massive rush of dopamine. You are literally addicted to the relief of them not treating you terribly. So when you finally cut the cord, your brain goes into shock. It is screaming for a hit of dopamine. It is telling you that even a toxic argument, even a manipulative text message, is better than the agonizing silence of letting go. You have to sit in the fire. You have to let the withdrawal run its course. You cannot heal a burn by putting your hand back on the hot stove. And let's talk about the tears. Let's talk about the deep, soul-crushing grief you feel when you finally detach. I want you to ask yourself a very hard question. Who exactly are you crying over? Are you crying over the person who lied to you? Are you crying over the person who constantly made you feel like you were hard to love? Are you crying over the person who ignored your boundaries, disrespected your time, and made you feel utterly alone while sitting right next to them? No, you are not. You are crying over a ghost. You are mourning a version of them that never actually existed. You are attending the funeral of the potential you saw in them. You are grieving the future you planned in your head, the vacations you were going to take, the holidays you were going to spend together, the apologies you thought you were finally going to receive. You took all of your own beautiful qualities, your loyalty, your deep capacity for love, your empathy, your forgiveness, and you projected them onto a blank canvas, and you fell in love with your own reflection. You have to separate the fantasy from the reality. The person you are grieving is not the person who is actually standing in front of you. And because of that, the grief is going to feel complicated. It is going to feel messy. You are going to have days where you feel absolutely untouchable, and you are going to have days where you cannot get out of bed. You are going to drive past a restaurant you used to go to, or hear a song on the radio, and it will drop you to your knees. Let it drop you. Cry the tears, scream into your pillow, mourn the absolute injustice of loving someone who did not have the capacity to love you back. Mourn the time you spent trying to fix them, mourn the energy you wasted. But do not, for one single second, confuse your grief with a sign that you made the wrong choice. Grief is just love with nowhere to go. It is all that beautiful, radiant energy that you were pouring into a bottomless pit, suddenly bouncing back and hitting you in the chest. It has nowhere to land. So what do you do with it? You do not redirect it back to them. You do not go checking their social media pages at 2 in the morning. Do you hear me? Stop looking at their pages. Stop checking to see if they look sad without you. Stop looking to see who they are following. Looking at their life is drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It will only restart the clock on your healing. You take that grief. You take that massive, overwhelming reservoir of love that has nowhere to go. And you finally, for the first time in your life, you turn it inward. You pour it into yourself. You grieve the fact that you abandoned yourself to keep them comfortable. You apologize to your own heart for putting it in the hands of someone who kept dropping it. This pain you are feeling right now is not a punishment. It is a cleansing. It is the fire burning away the dead wood so that new life can grow. It is the universe violently clearing the path because you were refusing to move out of the way of a moving train. You are going to survive this silence. You are going to survive the nights where the memories feel too heavy to carry. You are going to wake up one day, and the first thought in your mind will not be their name. But to get to that morning, you have to let go of the ghost. Chapter 5, Reclaiming Your Center. We have talked about the exhaustion. We have talked about the illusion. We have sat in the heavy, crushing weight of the grief. But right now, right this very second, the crying stops. Dry your eyes, stand up straight, roll your shoulders back, take a massive deep breath in, and blow it out, because we are no longer sitting on the floor mourning the loss of someone who did not know how to value us. It is time to take your power back. For the last month, the last year, maybe the last decade, you have not been living in your own body. You have been living as a satellite. You took the most vibrant, beautiful, radiant parts of your soul, and you put them into orbit around someone else. You made them the sun. Think about how you have been living your life. Your entire emotional state depended on their weather. If they woke up in a good mood, you were allowed to be happy. If they texted you back, you felt worthy. But if they woke up angry, if they were distant, if they decided to give you the cold shoulder, your entire world plunged into darkness. You gave them the remote control to your nervous system. You handed over the keys to your peace of mind to someone who doesn't even know how to drive. How dare they? And more importantly, how dare you let them? You are a force of nature. You are a universe all on your own. You were not put on this earth to orbit around a toxic, inconsistent, emotionally unavailable person. You are the sun. Reclaiming your center means violently and unapologetically pulling your gravity back to yourself. It means that your joy, your peace, and your validation are no longer tied to a notification on your phone. It means that if they decide to have a bad day, that is their bad day. You do not have to pack your bags and move into their misery with them. Let them be miserable alone. I want you to start looking at your energy like a bank account. Your attention, your love, your empathy, your time. That is the most valuable currency on the planet. Every single time you worry about them, every single time you check their social media, every single time you draft a paragraph explaining your feelings, you are making a massive energetic withdrawal from your own account and depositing it directly into theirs. You are bankrupting your own soul to make them feel rich. Stop funding their ego. Stop giving million-dollar reactions to penny ante behavior. When you reclaim your center, you become incredibly, fiercely protective of where you spend your energy. You start looking at the people in your life and asking, does this person bring me a return on my emotional investment? Or are they just a liability? And let me tell you what happens when you finally cut the funding. Let me tell you what happens when you stop pouring your golden energy into their bottomless pit. You experience the ultimate glow up. And I am not talking about a physical glow up. I am not talking about getting a new haircut or going to the gym, although those things are great. I am talking about an energetic glow up. You become unbothered. Do you know how terrifying an unbothered woman is to a toxic person? They thrive on your reactions. They feed on your anxiety. They need you to be upset because your tears are the proof that they have power over you. But when you reclaim your center, when they throw out a manipulative comment and you just look at them with a calm, blank face and say, okay, you completely disarm them. You starve them of the reaction they are desperate for. An unbothered woman is operating on the highest frequency possible. She is unreachable. People are going to notice this shift. When you stop people-pleasing, when you stop over-explaining, when you finally start saying no without a drawn-out apology, people are going to get mad. The people who benefited from your lack of boundaries are going to try to guilt trip you. They are going to say, "You've changed. You are acting cold. You aren't the sweet girl I used to know." And when they say that, I want you to look them dead in the eye and say, "You are absolutely right. I did change because the old me was exhausted." Let them be mad. Let them paint you as the villain in their story. You do not have time to do PR for your own character. You know who you are. You know how hard you loved them. You know how much grace you gave them. If they want to sit around and tell people that you walked away for no reason, let them. Your reputation among toxic people is none of your business. Your only business right now is building an absolute fortress around your peace. And a fortress doesn't mean you shut the whole world out. It doesn't mean you become bitter or cynical or refuse to ever love again. It just means you finally installed a door and you finally put a lock on it. You get to decide who walks into your life now. You are the executive director of your own reality. If someone wants a seat at your table, they have to bring something to eat. They have to bring consistency. They have to bring respect. They have to bring emotional maturity. If they show up empty-handed, expecting you to serve them, point them to the exit. You are no longer an option. You are no longer a backup plan. You are the absolute prize. And it is time you start acting like it. It is time you start walking, talking, and breathing like a woman who knows exactly what she is worth. You are stepping into a completely new era, an era of radical self-respect, an era where you finally choose yourself. Chapter 6, The Silent Release Technique. We have made it to the very end of this session. You have sat in the truth, you have faced the grief, and you have reclaimed your center. And now, it is time to do the one thing you have been terrified to do. It is time to cut the cord. I promised you at the very beginning of this video that I would give you the exact blueprint to permanently detach your energy from the person draining you without saying a single word to them. Listen to me very closely. The biggest trap that keeps women stuck in toxic cycles for years is the myth of closure. We think we need one last conversation. We think we need to sit across from them at a coffee shop so they can finally apologize, so they can finally explain why they hurt us, so we can finally walk away with peace. Closure is a scam. Closure is just your ego looking for one last hit of dopamine. Closure is just an excuse to keep the door cracked open. You do not need their participation to heal. You do not need an apology to move on. The disrespect was the closure. The silence was the closure. So right now, we are going to perform the silent release. You are going to take your power back right here, right now, in the absolute quiet of your own space. If you are driving, keep your eyes on the road, but listen to my voice. If you are at home or lying in bed, I want you to close your eyes. Take a massive, deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way to the top, and exhale heavily through your mouth. I want you to picture the person who has been draining you. Picture them standing about 10 feet in front of you. Now I want you to look down at your chest. I want you to visualize a thick, glowing cord of energy connecting your heart directly to theirs. Look at that cord. That cord is made of your anxiety. It is made of your over-explaining. It is made of the sleepless nights, the paragraphs you texted them, the tears you cried, and the constant exhausting hope that they would finally change. Look at how much of your bright, beautiful energy is flowing out of your chest, traveling down that cord, and pouring into them, look at how it is keeping them comfortable while it leaves you completely empty. You have been feeding them your light for way too long. Now, I want you to visualize yourself raising your hand. In your hand, you are holding a massive, heavy pair of steel shears. You are not doing this out of anger. You are not doing this out of spite. You are doing this out of a radical, fierce, unapologetic love for yourself. I want you to take a deep breath in, open the shears, place them right over that glowing cord, and cut it. Snap! Watch the cord fall. Watch it drop completely to the floor. Look at the person standing in front of you. They no longer have access to your energy. They no longer have access to your empathy. They no longer get the privilege of your time. Watch them turn around. Watch them slowly walk away. Watch them fade into the background until they are nothing but a stranger. Because that is what they are now, a stranger who simply holds a few of your memories. Now, I want you to repeat these words out loud or scream them in your head. I release you. I release the need to fix you. I release the need to be understood by you. I return all of your chaotic energy back to you, and I call all of my radiant, beautiful, powerful energy back to me. Take one more massive deep breath. Do you feel that? Do you feel how incredibly light your chest feels right now? Do you feel the sudden rush of oxygen in your lungs? That is the weight of their potential, completely lifted off your shoulders. That is the feeling of coming home to yourself. You are free. You are entirely, beautifully, wonderfully free. From this second forward, your phone is just a piece of plastic and glass. It does not control your heart rate. Their bad mood does not control your Tuesday. Their inability to see your worth does not diminish your value by a single fraction of a percent. You are the prize. You are the main character, and you are stepping into a chapter of your life where you only entertain people who are absolutely terrified of losing you. Welcome to your new era. Thank you for spending this time with me tonight. If you made it all the way to the end of this session, I want you to go down to the comments right now and type the words, I release you. Let that be your digital signature. Let that be your promise to yourself. If this message gave you the strength you needed tonight, please subscribe to the 3 a.m. Truth. Share this video with a woman in your life who is exhausted from being the fixer. She needs to hear this just as much as you did. Drink a glass of water. Forgive yourself for the time you lost. And go get some beautiful, uninterrupted rest. You earned it. Good night.